this baby popped up. Price was right. I'm gonna have to refabricate the front loader here, but I've been looking for a smaller tractor for a while. The 9N's just too big for out here, and this thing has high and low range. I think it'll make a good one. A little bit of tinkering, runs great, don't smoke. So yeah, PTO works good, drawbars work good. So other than refandangling this the bucket loader that was never finished, I think it'll make a good one. But yeah, I can't have a tractor without a bucket loader. It's just not out here, it's not gonna work. It had this cobbled up mess on the front of it, this loader. You know, those backyard small engine mechanics are, they just rig stuff. But instead of unbolting the mounts from the original tractor he took this off of, he just cut them off. These slide onto the loader for the quick hitch. And then he had these poor pintle hooks all cobbled together, and he had them slid into here. Oh, just not even close. These are bolted to the tractor. He had the loader arms drawn in so close to the tractor, everything was binding. And he says all it needs is welded. Yeah, I need a lot more than just welded. So I took it off the tractor, and it had these other braces that come from here and go to the front of the tractor for stabilizers, of course. He says you don't need those, but I'm gonna make brackets for it anyways. So I'm gonna make new brackets to bolt onto here on the tractor, then two for this. One on each side. They'll come out so my stabilizer arms will hook to them. So this is what I come up with. Had this old receiver hitch off one of the old trucks I had. So I'm cutting it all apart. I'm going to fabricate that for the arms that come down to hold my loader. So these will be my arms, and I cut these up. Those will be welded on to hold the quick hitch brackets. I don't need that. Maybe we'll weld that to something else. Never throw stuff out, I guess. But so fortunately, these quick hitch brackets, these slide over perfect. They are they're like it was made for it. So I'm going to cut these to size to the length I need it, clean them up, weld around them, and then get my other brackets welded on. So we'll get the loader back on. I had another old receiver hitch laying around. I couldn't think of scrapping it, but I built a wagon hitch before I even bought the tractor. So hopefully this is nice and sturdy, and we can haul a wagon around through the woods and get some wood. And so I took my parts to a machine shop an engine remanufacturing place where I used to work, and I blasted them all up. This will be the first set of mounts. I figured it'd be easier to weld clean. I'm not good at welding to begin with, but let me show you what they look like in the sun. This was a big shot blaster. It's sprays steel shot instead of sand or glass. So yeah, these are all nice and clean. So that was up at Mayville Machine in Chautauqua County, New York. Shout out to them guys. Thanks a lot for letting me still use your stuff. But so I'm gonna take these into the welding table, or the shop table, and see if I can get it tacked together and see what they look like. I am no professional welder, but this is what we came up with. I think it'll hold. It oughta. But yeah, when you're homesteading, you gotta kind of know how to do a little bit of everything. I'm not good at anything. Well, maybe homesteading, I don't know. But not good at anything, but I can do a little bit of everything. So, and that's kind of whole part of homesteading. Gotta be able to fix stuff, because stuff's always gonna break, or you're gonna have to build something. Costs big bucks to have somebody else do all that stuff. So I'm going to try to get this front mount assembled. I just did a quick cleanup on it. Nothing special. Once everything's welded together, I'll do a final clean on it. But I gotta make these both the same length and get them trimmed up. And I'm gonna weld these nuts on here. So we got a place to bolt our brackets to. And then we'll weld this pipe right over it. So when you flip it over, you'll be able to put a bolt to bolt the bracket to. So I'm going to do that, get that all set up. So hopefully my light's good enough in here for you guys to see, but so I got my pieces cut to length. I got my bolt through. I got my nut on there. So we're just going to weld that nut to it. And then we're going to repeat the process on this one. Then we're going to weld it to the pipe for the bracket. So we'll get this tacked up and we'll see. So we're getting some stuff mocked up. It's looking a lot better than what the guy had done. Got to lift these up a little bit more, bring them up a little higher. But we got our cross pipe in place. So now I just gotta get this loader back off here. Hopefully I can do it by myself. Then I can pull it close enough in front of the barn to where the welder will reach. So that'll be today's mission. Well, one mission. We're gonna go work on the cabin and stuff, but yeah, this will work a lot better than what the guy I bought it from was trying to do. It was just a cobbled up mess. But hey, live and learn, you know. Do what you can and figure it out. And then that bracket I was showing you, it's going to bolt on to the front here. And that's where the other bars will come into play for the stabilizers. So yeah, we'll get this all ready. Hopefully we'll be using the bucket on this baby here soon. Alright, we got our nuts welded on there. No need to troll my welds. I'm not a welder. Sometimes they're awesome, sometimes they're bird poop. And yeah, all I could do is practice, right? So we're gonna get this pipe on here and continue with our mount. Once again, not beautiful, but it holds a bolt, and I guarantee that won't break. That'll bend everything up before those welds break. So I really don't care what it looks like as long as it don't break. I mean, there's always room for improvement though. Try, try, and try. Alright, here we have the steel shot blaster. So it'll be running the parts through today. Sorry it's a little dark in there. See if I can get some of this out here for you. It's a bunch of steel shot beads. Clean stuff up real nice. So this opens. We put our parts in there. There's different cages and different brackets to hook everything up, but we're just gonna be zip tying our mount inside there. So just make work easy, short, and the same with these bracing bars. So I'm gonna get that all zip tied in and turn it on, and we'll see you in a bit. Well, I don't know how bright it is in here. I was picking it up, but we got all our loader mounts built, blasted, and painted. Got the center one here, the front mount, then the two bars for the stabilizers, then our toolbox. Everything's getting a little dusty for sitting in the barn already. Can't wait till springtime. Start bolting everything together and get everything else painted. Got the fenders at the shop right now. They'll be painted here in a couple days. So we'll bring them home and put them on a table here. So, yeah, getting excited. Get it all put back together. So we got our fenders all cleaned up here. All blasted up nice. So we're gonna throw some of this Rust-Oleum Farm and Implement primer on today. Then we're gonna shoot them white after they're dry. So I'm not gonna leave the camera back here and get all covered with overspray. So we'll get back to you. All right, we got them primed. So next time we'll get the paint on. So can't wait, especially for springtime, so I can finish the rest of the tractor up. Get everything to where it should be. Runs good, mechanically sound, but needs some tinkering. So yeah, I guess the next up I'll bring the rims out to the shop, the front rims. Get them all blasted up and painted, and gotta love that shot blaster there. Saves a lot of time wire brushing and hand blasting. So I used a 2-to-1 ratio on this, and we got a pretty nice shine. 2-to-1 thinner. Mineral spirits for thinner on the Rust-Oleum. But yeah, I think it looks a little better in person than it does on the camera. It's usually how it is. But so I got this rust converter gel from what do you call it? AutoZone. And I kind of painted it on everything. It's really thick. It's a spray gel. Seems to be turning all the rust black. The main reason why I got it was for over here where the battery sits on this old tractor. It was all corroded from the old battery leaking. But this morning I kind of painted everything with it before I left for work, and now I'm gonna come back here and gonna hit it with a pressure washer. Looks like it's already starting to dissolve the rust and stuff, but it's turning everything black. Everything it didn't turn black, it ate all the rust. So that's cool. First time I ever used this product. I've used other ones like navel jelly and stuff, but I even threw some on this old rim. We'll pressure wash that and see how it goes. But we're gonna get her painted up, put a new tube in this tire, and get this baby running again. So I know it'll look better dry, but check that out. I didn't really put it on that rim too much, but you could tell where I did. So that'll save me a little needle gunning and wire brushing, I guess. But as far as everything else, you know, it's kind of hard to see with it all wet, but it did take some rust off. I am happy with that product. This is my concern part, where that battery was sitting for years. It's all down to bare metal now, but I let that sit a few days. Yeah, I let that sit a few days. I could probably do it again, but I'm getting antsy. I want to get this tractor painted and put back together. Everything's degreased. And yeah, we're gonna knock a project off the list here soon. I'll come through and sand all the loader parts. Put a brace in here. I have to weld these holes shut. But then I want to take a couple more thin strips of metal and put them down through the sides, just so we don't have no warpage or bendage if it gets worked that heavy. So yeah, we'll make a tractor out of her yet. Oops, forgot to pressure wash this part. I did the pulley and that stuff, so I better do that really quick, and yep, I'll be ready to prime soon. Woohoo! So we're getting all the primer on here. It's looking good. I gotta sand down the loader yet. Sand down the loader and take the rims off and clean all the rims, and that's on a better note. So I really wanted to get this painted, but the hardware store tried to tell me to buy a different kind of paint. This is the stuff I've been using. This is that finish, and this is what they sold me. So even though it's all in primer, that's on hold until we get the right paint. So we're coming along slowly. Got the inside of the hood painted. I wasn't too worried about spraying the inside on the ground, but when I go to do the outside, it'll be up on something. Sawhorses or the chairs here. These old chairs work great. They work great for sawhorses.